Pokemon X and Y, out of all the games that I consider backpack generations, is probably the one that I have the least both memories and like prior opinions upon. I already thought that Platinum was very highly, I already thought very highly of Platinum before I played it for another time, and I also thought very lowly of Johto in its entirety before I played it for the second time, which was that video. I only played it once before, and I had played Platinum maybe like 4 or 5 times before that video, so obviously, I have varying opinions on those. I have only played Pokemon X one time, when I was a young jit on my 3DS. That's it. I have never touched X after such an event, so I don't really have any opinions on it at this current moment. I always thought it was a kind of alright Pokemon game, but, we'll see how I feel about it after this Nuzlocke. And despite the fact that most of the Johto video was me talking about the game and how I felt about the game in of itself, as these are kind of game reviews, this is also more like a Dex review of the regional Pokemon that came from the region. And like I said before, I already had a good impression of Sinnohs and a bad impression of Johtos, but Kalos always felt kind of forgettable to me, so I cannot wait to see what we can, muster together in this Nuzlocke. So why don't we get right to it? Before we start, obviously I have to go over the rules, and everybody knows Hardcore Nuzlocke rules. Set mode, only catch the first eligible encounter per route, no overleveling past the gym leader's ace, no items in battle, only items outside of battle and held items, and I feel like there's more, but I cannot remember, so who fucking cares? If there is one, I'll probably put it on the screen right now, but that doesn't matter. After a stellar intro to the world of Pokemon sequence, which is something that I didn't mention in any of the other games, but the 3D games actually do really well with the intro sequence that Pokemon always has, where it's like, I'm Professor whatever the fuck, and this is what a Pokemon is. Pokemon are just such dandy things. Like, those intro sequences, they're usually not much to talk about, but in XY, they really fucking went all out with this shit. Like, this shit looks great. Anyway, I picked a male character, good old Calum, but I don't name him Calum. I know we're in France, so I name him Antoine. I know, it's a pretty good name. It's the Sonic character. You guys know that guy, right? I'm awoken by a rather rude fletchling, and then 2 random people are outside my door. Turns out these 2 random people are here to grant me a Pokemon. Ooh, how dandy. I always have such trouble deciding in Kalos because all 3 of the starters are so good, but Greninja is just so much better. But I don't want to use Greninja all the time, you know what I mean? So it's always a hard decision. Well, while I can get an incredible demon fire type in this game, as well as a Charizard. Well, actually, I can't get a Charizard, but I can get a Talonflame. But oh my god, it's always so hard in this game, bro. They're all so good. Yeah. God, you're so fucking fat. Look at him, bro. Oh my god, he can't even sit in the fucking chair. I name, or at least attempt to name, my starter Avalanche as I end up with Avalanche. And I also have a little bit of fun with the silly movement in this game, because it's still on a grid even though it's 3D, so it looks quite funny. On Route 2, I get my first encounter, a Scatterbug. I was hoping for a Fletchling, but a Scatterbug also works. I name him Spay because he's very special to me. Upon entering the Sandaloon Forest, I will give this game a little bit of credit and spoil it a little bit, I guess, but everybody who's here has already played this fucking game. I really like how often they have the NPCs, like, follow you or move while you're moving instead of just moving whilst in dialogue and things like that. Because a lot of Pokemon games don't do that. Even now, in the 3D ones, they don't really do that often. Usually, they just only move at the same time as you when, like, when there's text bubbles, when they're talking. They're able to move and do whatever the fuck they feel like. But, they're just able to move around and stuff whenever. So like, just let them do it, bro. What the fuck? Why are they just confined to one spot usually when they're not within a dialogue scene? I don't know, man. It just seemed kind of goofy to me. Within the Santaloon Forest, we are able to find a fletchling, whomst I name Tulin after I catch him, you know, is the bird from Zelda. Wowie. Spay evolves in the forest because bug types evolve mad early, like level 8, level 10. I don't really remember his exact level when he evolved, but it was somewhere around there. And then we get one of many Unova references in this game as they all exit the forest and start their journey together, taking the step at the same time. There's a lot of Unova references in this game, like a stunning amount. Like Professor Sycamore's lab in wherever the fuck Lumios is full of pictures of Pokemon from Unova, and I don't know why. There is like, it's like really light references. There isn't really any major Unova stuff, but there's so many light Unova references that I just, why? You know what I mean? As you probably saw in the background footage, after I exited the Santaloon Forest, I found the Digger half of the Digger Fox. And of course I caught it and I named it Digger, and now I have both halves of the Digger Fox. Sadly I didn't name Delphox Fox, but, well, it's a Fennekin right now, but I didn't name Fennekin Fox, but it's a Delphox anyway, and I didn't even really need to name the Bunnelby Diggersby because, fuck! I didn't need to name it Digger because it's going to be a Diggersby anyway. Basically, I have the Digger Fox, it's there. After that, I fight the roller skate girl outside of the gym, and I was really wondering if that was the official trainer classification, but it's roller skater, which is still such a weird trainer classification when you think about it. But I fight the roller skater, and after I beat her, she gives me probably the worst thing in this entire fucking game. I mean, I don't like the roller skates. They fucking suck. Especially considering you can also get a bike which travels faster and is less annoying to control. Like, I get that there's the grind rails for the roller skates, but I just really don't fucking like them. Especially when I'm playing, like, if I was playing on a 3DS, maybe it'd be easier to control, like, especially because I could just choose not to use them by using the directional pad instead of the, you know, the little control stick, whatever the fuck. But on, like, on my fucking keyboard, it's like arrow keys ZX, A, S, Q, W, right? And my, like, my D-pad is TFGH. It's so awkward to use the arrow. Like, I could change the D-pad to arrow keys and then change fucking the control stick to TFGH, but that would just ruin every other, like, 3DS game I want to play. So it's just so fucking annoying. You know what I mean? After getting the worst thing ever, I catch a Litleon and name it Corleone because it's the Lionheart. Too bad he sucks. And Spet evolves into just a beautiful Vivian, amazing bug. He's very special to me. I love Spet, bro. Though I'm probably not going to show much of the gym interior, I just want you guys to know, the gym interiors in this game are some of the best in the series, even compared to games that come after them. I love every gym interior in this fucking game. They are all so fucking good and creative. Anyway, let's get to the actual gym battle versus Viola. Now, you might be thinking, oh, you got a fire type and a flying type and another flying type and another fire type. You are really set up to win this shit. You're not wrong. I lead Tulin, and obviously Tulin is just going to start pecking at the Surskit. It hits water sport, but that doesn't matter at all because, I mean, like, dude. Come on, man. I don't got no fire type moves, and you're a Surskit anyway. Why would I even be using them on you? But Surskit is obviously faster, so I peck, and then I go for a quick attack afterwards to try to kill it without getting hit for any damage. And it works, because Surskit is a little frail bug, and that was a stab move. And I'm quite powerful. Now comes the big threat. Vivian. It uses Harden, which, did it even learn Harden? I don't even think mine learned Harden when it was like a Spupa or anything. But, whatever. I take a little bit of time to think on if I should switch out or stay in. I could switch out into Avalanche to try to get, you know, special attack instead of physical after I did a Harden. But I decided it'd be better to stay in on Tulin to just try to beat it like this. So I go for another peck, and it uses Infestation, and now I can't switch out anymore, so I might as well just keep going for pecks, bro. Infestation starts chipping me down, and she uses a potion, which will pretty much heal our Vivian all the way back to full. So I'm getting a little scared now because I'm taking the infestation damage. Tackles do a decent bit. Infestation does a decent bit. I'm getting hurt, man. and I'm really not feeling it. So I just keep going for these pecks. I get hit with a tackle. It's fucking dangerous out here. I go for another peck. Oh, it's getting real low, but this infestation is scary. I don't remember if she has 1 or 2 potions, so I get pretty afraid, but I know if I just go for a quick attack, I can get the kill right here. I go for my quick attack, she doesn't have a second potion, and I get my first gym badge. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Not actually though. In fact, compared to Heart Gold Soul Silver, that was quite scary. I'll be honest with you, that was fucking terrifying. Even compared to Platinum, I think X and Y, if you're not using like the super training probably invalidates everything I'm about to say, because you could easily train all your EVs to max before even the first gym, but without super training, this game might have the hardest gym battles so far. Then you may be thinking, hardest gym battles so far out of the games that you've played out of the backpack generations? Yes, hardest gym battles so far out of the backpack generations. You might be thinking, you can't say that, this is the first gym. Hey caveman, this is called a fucking voiceover. I already beat the damn game, right? Listen, it definitely had the hardest gym battles out of all the backpack generations. Platinum is such an easy fucking game. I don't know why people glaze the balls, glaze the clit, glaze the vag, glaze the everything off Cynthia. She is such a buns champion, bro. I have never in my life feared Cynthia. The only game where I could possibly fear Cynthia would probably be BDSP, and I haven't played that game, and I don't plan on playing that game, so Cynthia's just gonna remain a bum forever in my mind. After defeating the gym, I head to the route with the flowers that is north of the town, and I find my next encounter, a Flabebe, of whom I catch and I name her After Dusk, named after the time in which I encountered and caught her. Also, immediately after catching her, I found a female Combi. This does not pertain to the challenge, but it is quite rare to have that be like one of the first encounters you find, you know? I'm pretty sure it's a very low chance of that to happen, so it probably bodes well for the luck of the challenge. We're just gonna blast through the Sycamore battle. This guy wants to be Oak so fucking bad, but he's just not, bro. Basically, I cooked his shit, and honestly, choosing Finnegan was a pretty bad idea, because I basically cooked myself of ever being able to defeat fucking water types effectively, ever. I don't know why the regional dex for Kalos is so fucked by water types, but it really is. Like, it's bad. We also meet Lysander, who is honestly one of my favorite Pokemon villains, but I will say, there is no way that people around him don't know he's evil. He has fucking, like, Super Saiyan hair that looks like he's on fire. He wears a jacket with a fucking, like, puffed fur collar. He has an ascot on, and he has an all black and red color scheme. He is a tech mogul, and the first sentence you hear him speak to an acquaintance of his is a "this world is imperfect" speech. Everyone knows you're evil, buddy. Literally everyone. No one is surprised. Like, and anybody who acts surprised was just trying to keep up a facade because they wanted you to continue to develop new technology that will help them. There is just no way that anybody thinks he's not evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. But putting that aside, the next route is Kalos Route 5. Why am I mentioning Kalos Route 5 specifically like that? Because Kalos Route 5 is just the worst fucking encounter mapping I've ever seen, bro. Like, holy fuck. You can either get a Skiddo, which is the only grass type Pokemon in Kalos other than the starter, a Pancham, which is one of 2 fighting types in Kalos, or a Furfrou, which is one of many normal types in Kalos. All of these Pokemon are only available on this route. Can you guess which one I encountered? My worst fucking nightmare just came true. God damn it. Are you fucking kidding me? It was the Furfrou. No grass types for me, guys. Sorry. Any water ground types can absolutely fuck my shit, and I will genuinely have nothing to do about it. I guess Flabebe / Floette, whatever it is at this moment, could learn Magical Leaf and Energy Ball and all that. But other than that, it's really just a fuck you central. I'll be honest, man. Oh, I forgot to mention, I named my Furfrou Filth. Our more keen-eyed viewers will have likely noticed that Avalanche was a Braixen in the last clip, and yes, he did evolve. You know who else evolved? Tulin. That's pretty cool. Also, I can't get Johto off my mind, bro. Look at this fucking clip. Oh, Kadabra. That's something you only see after fucking 6 gyms in Johto, maybe even at the same level of 13. In the mansion, we run into another spot of like random Unova shit being in Kalos for some reason. There's the statue of the guy in his Golurk, and I think there's something else on it. It might be AZ, because he is a Golurk at the end of the game, so could be. There's also the Reshiram and Zekrom statues in the garden, as well as the Chandelure hedges, which, again, why? Nobody ever calls attention to it at all. Why is there so much reverence for Reshiram and Zekrom within Kalos? Did the original rulers of Unova come from fucking Pokemon France? Is there documentation of this? Like, what's going on? Also, why were there kings in the America region? I never really got that. Anyway, the hedge maze thing in this game is actually a little more, to me at least, is actually a, you know, it takes a little more thought than the Farfetch'd Johto. Why am I thinking about Johto? I don't know, man. I just hate it so much. I just want to say everything bad I can about it. Anyway, that's not true. That's not true. Don't fucking take, that's not true, bro. But also, W Fireworks, I fucking guess. On the route just outside is my only, and I mean only, chance to catch Aegislash. I fucking need it's an Esper. It's a fucking Esper. Oh, mashallah. I catch it and name it Eternal Dark, not only because it's nighttime, but also because of the eternal darkness that has now been implanted into my fucking heart, bro. We play the flute for the fat fuck Lax, and then we catch a Swirlix on the next route over, and I name him Sunday Sin, because he's like, you know, it's like ice cream. He's got the weird, he's like an ice cream. Yeah, Digger evolves. Skipping over the buns-ass rival double battle that literally does nothing for anyone, we enter this cave. I think this is Connecting Cave. There's a couple of caves in this game, but none of them are really that great. I think Reflection Cave is actually pretty good, and people kind of oversell how mid the caves in this game are, because a lot of the caves are not that bad. Like the cave near the second gym and Reflection Cave are actually pretty great. Flabebe evolves into Floette, or After Dusk evolves into Floette, and on Route 8 I catch an Inkay. We make it to Ambret Town and I catch a Helioptile somewhere. I genuinely can't remember. I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out later. Sky battles are a pretty cool addition to X and Y, and sadly they only exist in X and Y, so, you know. But that's not really that sad, because they're kind of mid in this game anyway. They were just like a neat little thing. The Team Flare plot continues onward, and we get the fossil. And I realize that obviously I picked the Jaw Fossil 1, but I realized that, like, later on that I could easily just get, like, do the fossil right now, because you can revive the fossil in the same town you get it. But I didn't. I waited for a very long time. So instead of getting my fossil, I decided to simply head to the second gym, which is the Rock-type gym. Yippee! I also really like this gym's interior. The little bench in the back where you can watch a waterfall and the rock climbing sections are really cool. They're just incredibly neat additions to the gyms, and like them being in 3D helps it even more. Grant was always probably going to be pretty difficult, as, you know, again, like I said, this doesn't lend well to fighting rock types at all. I should have chose like Chespin or Froakie and it would have been better. But we do have Digger, and Digger is going to put a double kick right in Nisamora's dumb fucking face. Now, if I'm being honest with you, I forgot that he doesn't get, what's it called? Isn't it pure power or huge power? He doesn't get huge power naturally. And, you know, I started speeding up, but look at this, bro. I'm getting fucked, dude. That one takedown took my whole fucking health bar. I used speed up during the match because I was like, okay, I'm just going to keep using double kick. And now I'm really considering, what should I do? I think swapping into After Dusk would be the best decision, as this is a dragon type, and I might as well take advantage of the fact that fairy types exist in this gen. So that's what I do. Swapping into After Dusk, I take the Crunch or Bite or whatever and start using Fairy Wind. It does pretty good amount of damage, but I feel like if that Rock type move hit, I probably would have been fucked. But we're, you know, I guess we'll never know, because we win. It missed and we win. GG's. I get the Rock type badge, and it's free. It's Wraps. It's Licks. On the route just outside, I catch a Hawlucha, which is probably going to be one of the best Pokemon for this run. Hawlucha is an amazing Pokemon to come out of Kalos, just incredible. And in Geocinch Town, Karina decides that it'd be great for us to have a very early gym battle, so I guess I have to, do her in. Probably won't be very easy. 2 fighting steel types against my team is not the best, but we're going to hope that Digger can deal. Corina's first Lucario goes for a Metal Sound as I go for a Mud Shot, and everything's looking fine. It goes for a Power Up Punch, and everything is still looking fine, and, we get it with Mud Shots. It's pretty easy. Now the second one comes out, hits a Power Up Punch for a crit, and I'm a little scared, so now I have to switch out. I decided the best switch would probably be into After Dusk for, Fairy type damage. It doesn't do that well, but I'm not afraid of Metal Sounds or any of that kind of shit because, well, think about it. It only has physical attacks. What point could there possibly be to Metal Sound? We get this big fat W, and it's an easy win. After that, we head through Reflection Cave and catch a Carbink who I name Cattywampus. I don't know if that's how you spell Cattywampus, but, if it is, good on me. If it's not, fuck. And after catching Cattywampus, we have what I think is the first rival battle against Serena in the game? If I remember correctly, I know we fought Shauna, but I don't remember if we fought Serena yet. I know we've seen glimpses of her team through double battles and stuff, but she has a level 28 Meowstic. And I'll be honest, this is something that Silver would have after fucking 5 gyms. But anyway, she sets up a Light Screen after I use a Struggle Bug, and, that's pretty scary. Most of her team is weak to Bug, even by the time that the game ends, so, it's pretty easy to get these dubs off, but with a Light Screen, I'm having a bit of a harder time. I decided I should probably go for a Protect to stall out a turn of Light Screen, so that, I can actually get good damage on the Absol and the Frogadier. Meowstic goes for a Disarming Voiced, and honestly, I think stalling out all that is not the best idea, so I just go for another Struggle Bug to lower its special attack a bit further, so that all the hits that I could take won't be as bad. I think it got a crit there because it did a lot of damage, so I decided that just more Struggle Bugs would be fine, but the bite before the Light Screen wears off has me incredibly scared. So I decided that switching out into After Dusk would be the best decision, going for a Fairy Wind, getting a huge chunk of damage off, but all those bites are really starting to stack up, so I go out into Digger and hit a Quick Attack to take down the Absol. Next out is Frogadier, and I know that I can't keep Digger in, because Digger will obviously lose to Frogadier. The only option I have is to put out False Static, but False Static is a little underleveled for this, 28 compared to 30. I just don't know if throwing False Static into the mix would be the best idea. Eventually, however, I do decide that throwing False Static into the mix would be the best idea, and I send her out. We're basically just going Quick Attack for Parabolic Charge now, as Serena uses Quick Attack and I use Parabolic Charge, which is only like a 40 base power move, so it does take a good few hits to take down Frogadier, but in the end, we do defeat Serena. After defeating Serena, Genius the Inkay evolves into Malamar, which I do realize I did not tell you guys all the nicknames of the Pokemon I caught after the second gym, but you'll all learn them all eventually, most likely, so it doesn't really matter. Seeing as you're probably going to learn one of their names right here. Face to face with Corina, I decided I would use Endless Dark. Well, I guess you're not going to learn his name. King Mask is in the back, it's the Hawlucha, but he's not getting used here. One Fake Out should put a stop to Mienfoo, but it doesn't. It probably has Inner Focus or something, so it can't be flinched. So the Fake Out was pointless. I decided I'll just go for the Psyshock and take it out immediately. And Psyshock to take it out immediately is generally the story of this gym. Machoke goes down to 1 Psyshock, and Hawlucha goes down to 2. It got a Hone Claws off first turn and then got hit with a Psyshock and lived, but it didn't improve its defense and only improved its attack by 1, so a Flying Press didn't really do anything to me, meaning that Hawlucha simply goes down right after. Which gets me the fucking Two-Fist badge. Pretty good badge design, if I'm being honest. At the top of the tower, we absolutely slam her Lucario with our Lucario, and then we get on with our day, because that is not our Lucario. He is going to a farm forever. I realize we need Surf to pass, and I don't really have any Pokemon that Surf would be good on, or that can even learn Surf, but turns out Swirlix can learn Surf, so yeah, Swirlix is going to be ferrying me across the water and the waves for a while. Also, I really like the ride Pokemon in this game. Riding on this Skiddo was just a dandy time, and so was riding on the Rhyhorn earlier. I am much less scared and much better prepared for Serena's second fight than I was for her first fight, because, I mean, obviously, it's easy now. She's a complete fraud, and my team actually matches hers in level. I basically just blow through her with fucking Spay. her light screen doesn't do shit to help her Absol, if I'm being honest with you. When her Absol comes out, I do get a little scared, but I decide that it's not that big a deal, and I just keep Spay in and keep on keeping on, hitting it over and over and over. When a Frogadier comes out, I'm quite confident that Spay can handle it, but that Water Pulse hits for a lot of damage, so Spay cannot handle it. The obvious answer, and the one that I end up choosing, is Endless Dark, who goes for a Fake Out and then an Extra Sensory, winning me this quick little battle. Stop bothering me, I guess? I don't really know what to say to you. You've much less personality than Silver did for me to make fun of you. And, I mean, he is a bum, but you're also quite bad. Like, 3 Pokemon? We're at the 3rd gym. You are Silver. You are Silver from Pokemon Gold and Silver. The Kalos Grass Gym is most well remembered for, ironically, having the most forgettable gym leader, who is remembered for being the most forgettable gym leader, Ramos. But I actually think it should be remembered for its great interior. Like, the inside of this gym is one of the best ever. Like, it's fucking dandy. You know, it's like, come on, you can't hate on this shit. This shit is great. I think climbing up the tree and like the ropes that you swing across with the like the little circus nets to catch you is amazing design. It's great. Very thematically appropriate for a grass gym, as well as just generally good gym design. Like, I get that it's a video game and you just walk into the thing and you do the thing and it's like, it's not that cool, but like if this were a real gym, like if Pokemon was real and it was a real gym that you had to go and fight, I think this would be one of the better ones for testing a trainer's capabilities on their own rather than just their Pokemon. But I think the gym leader does kind of ruin that, because I cannot for the life of me see Ramos swinging across these fucking ropes and shit. He is a frail old ass man. There's a reason he has that slide. But how does he ever get back up? You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's doing all that. I think he literally walks with he's got a cane. He uses his scissors as a cane. He cannot do this shit. Going into Ramos, I knew he was going to be tough because of his lead, Jumpluff. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jumpluff? Bro, Jumpluff has fucking stab acrobatics at the 4th gym. Talonflame doesn't get acrobatics for like 15 levels here at like level 44. There is just no way. But anyway, I lead King Mask and I get an Aerial Ace off, and Jumpluff goes for acrobatics, which does not take down King Mask. I led King Mask because he is my only Pokemon who is faster than Jumpluff that can also do good damage to it without getting one shot. Even though acrobatics is super effective against him, there was a chance he lived, and I took that chance. But Jumpluff does also live and gets healed, and I go through both of Ramos's Hyper Potions simply by attacking him here. So now his next 2 Pokemon don't have the chance for Hyper Potions, and Jumpluff will be taken down by King Mask. With Jumpluff swiftly defeated, he sends in his next Pokemon, that being Go-Goat, and I know what you're thinking. Go-Goat, easy licks for King Mask. He just presses Aerial Ace or Flying Press or one of those, but no, I decided switching out would probably be the best idea. I decided that I need to switch into my Pokemon with the highest defensive stat so I can take one of Go-Goat's mean fucking hits, one of his takedowns or his bulldozes or any of those strong attacks, and I end up seeing that Genius has the highest defense stat on my team, thus he will be sent to the Gulag. Genius takes a massive takedown for very little damage, so I know it's up. I know it's over. I start pressing foul plays, you know, stab, high base power, and uses his attack stat. It's great. After the first foul play, I realized that, yeah, I got this. But a bulldoze hits for a little more damage than I think it should have, and it was a fucking crit, so yeah, it was a little more damage than it should have. He also goes for another takedown after bulldoze slowed me down, and that's also a crit. He's critting me back to back. What the fuck? I do end up taking Go-Goat down, but man, can you imagine if Go-Goat actually did have that secondary normal typing? My poor fucking Malamar, bro. His last Pokemon is Weepinbell, and I mean, who really fucking cares? I just hit it with one Psyshock and it goes down. That's what you get for having a poison type. Look at my fucking team, bro. You'd expect the Grass Gym to be the easiest, but actually, it was quite difficult. And Fletchinder was not saving my shit. He would have been fucking rocked by Jumpluff. Jumpluff was fucking that boy. I am so sick. Anyway, we get the Gracious badge. That's what we're going to call it. We're getting the Gracious badge. Yeah. Whee! All the way down the slide.
Yippee!
Tulin and Avalanche evolve on, what is this, Route 16? Tulin is still just as useless as he ever was, though, and he still only has Peck and Ember. God, why does he have no fucking moves? And I spend an alarmingly long time trying to find the power plant entrance after I get the power plant keycard. I might just be stupid, if I'm being honest with you. After I do get the power plant keycard, I run through the place and deal with the Team Flare Fraudmans and Team Flare Fraud whoever the fuck. Like, who even are these people? How did Mabel even become like a professor in ZA? She had like one Pokemon in this game, didn't she? Is like a, I can't remember what it was, but I'll find out soon. I don't think I've battled her yet. Dumbass. What the fuck? You have a fucking Diana. Why? I wish I was recording when his overworld sprite popped up, bro. Why he's so Jesus? Why is he so fucking big? I don't know, what's this one? What is he, like 9 feet tall? But he'd be like Braun. He's got Braun for all. I'm sick. Honestly, I might just let myself take over for a little bit. Like, I'll come back to narrate the Clement battle, but like, I'll just let myself. I mean, I'll narrate before that as well, but I'll just pass the mic to me for a second. You know what I mean? What is that, Wally? Yeah. Dude, why is Clement so fucking short? Just look at him, bro. Look at Bonnie's dumbass. Come on, Clement. All right, everything's ready. The future is now, thanks to science. Prism Tower lighting system, activate. How do you like my Clement impression? The future is now, thanks to science. That's sick. This game is so much better than fucking Heart Gold Soul Silver. It's actually insane. How did anyone think this shit was ass? My Prism Tower lighting system worked brilliantly, just like all my inventions. Yeah, right, whatever. What does she even sound like? There are challenges waiting for you, you know. Your Prism Tower itself is the real City Smoke. Look at the way they walk. This shit's so funny, dog. I fucking love this game. This shit mad humorous. There's something I have to do, though. I've had to do this since I caught Filth, bro. This should be what I've been looking for. Oh, come on. Welcome. This is like the perfect hairstyle for you. What? No, how do you... Fuck. I need to look up how you change Furfur's design. Alright, so apparently I gotta go to Vernal Avenue off South Boulevard. What the fuck? Vernal Avenue. Perfect. Here we go. There we go. I can't fucking wait. Furfur. Like a terrific trim? Yeah! Okay, Let me look at these up. Heart Star Diamond. I swear there was more than that. Furfro. Heart Star Diamond Debutante Matron Dandy. Dandy kind of goes crazy, bro. Dandy looks insane. I fought with Dandy heavy, bro. If I can't get a Dandy trim here, I think I'm just gonna dip. You know what I mean? Like, Pharaoh trim is also fucking lit. Yeah, I'm not fucking with any of that. I'm not fucking with any of the Heart Star or Diamond. I'm gonna have to skip out on that. Big dog. Hey, it's me. I'm back. Did you miss me? Did you like that part? Did you like that little section that I just did? No? Fuck you. The fuck is your problem, man? I thought it was pretty I thought it was a pretty cool detour, you know? I wanted to get my fur trimmed and all that bullshit. Fuck off, man. Now we're fighting the toughest gym leader in all of Kalos, bro. Look at this shit. The A-palm arm and the fucking Heliolisk radar or whatever the fuck. I don't even know what that shit is, bro. He's just him, bro. There's a reason he was traveling with Ash and the gang, but it wasn't for his battle skills, bro. It's because the future is now, thanks to science. But now we gonna show him the science of combat. Look at this. Boom, fake out. He not getting a move off. Sadly, however, that fake out means that I'm not getting a move off because Emolga has static. So next turn I'm getting Volt Switched, obviously. Next turn I, of course, get Volt Switched as predicted. He goes out into Magneton. And obviously, it's Magneton's going to use an Electric type move on me or use Electric Terrain or something, so I go into Digger. And Digger's going to dig on him. Oh my days! Digger would dig! It has Sturdy, so I'm like, fuck. And I know he's going to heal, so I go for a Quick Attack so that Sturdy will not proc the second time, allowing me to get the KO on Magneton. Now, he's getting kind of cooked. I put Bulldoze on Fall Static, even though Fall Static is never going to use Bulldoze, because, like, it's fucking Bulldoze on my special attacking Electric type with a base 55 attack that doesn't even have a secondary stab that makes Bulldoze good like it would for, say, Quick Attack. It's just ridiculous. Clomont and Heliolisk, and I use Dig, but it lives just barely. He heals, I go for Quick Attack and use Dig again. It's a classic combo, and he's dead. GG's. Last one out is going to be Emolga yet again, and Diggersby cannot dig on this one. Every Electric type gym leader should have an Emolga. It's like the best flying type ever for being a gym leader. Because you're like, oh, you're gonna come into my gym with your fucking ground types, you stupid piece of shit? Look at this thing, fucking dumbass. I stay in on Digger and I go for a Quick Attack just to get a, you know, decent chunk of damage. But it honestly doesn't do that much, and Digger takes a lot more damage than the Emolga did. So I realized that I'm probably going to have to switch out and do something else. I'll go out in Endless Dark and I use Extra Sensory after getting hit with a couple of Aerial Aces. I don't die and I win the gym battle, getting me the yellow spiky badge. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what any of these badges are called, I'm being honest with you, and I don't read enough to I don't read the dialogue enough to actually know. Oh, it's the Voltage badge. Okay, it's the Voltage badge. Now that we got the Voltage badge, I have a little bit of a side quest to go on. You know, Lysander is in town, and they told me to go meet with him. Oh boy, I wonder what he's gonna tell me. Hopefully it doesn't relate him to Israel in any way, because that's a pretty controversial subject. Why is everyone so stupid? It was Mega Evolution promised to Lysander 3,000 years ago. No! No fucking way, dog. He's from fucking Israel. Get this shit out of my fucking face, bro. You see 9? Weird. Why is he crying, bro? This guy's a fucking loser. Why did his eyes just dilate? Fuck is wrong with this guy, bro? Okay, well, we got a battle fucking Serena. Holy fuck, dude, that show's fucking goofy. Let me just slide it in, Chief. Just slide it in. King Mask, eat that. Alright. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, you lived. Aerial Ace. Yeah, die. Thank you. Listen, bro, I can't play games at normal speed. It just feels like they move so damn slow. After displaying the massive inadequacy of my patience, I then go on to display the adequacy of my patience by catching a Goomy. Sadly, I will never use this Goomy. I love Goodra, but I just could never make space for it on the team. This is Slime Shower, and if I ever get another chance, I'll try to use Goomy, you know? This is the second time I've caught a pseudo legendary and never fucking even touched it, bro. Like I used Tyranitar, but fucking Garchomp and Goodra, nope, didn't even touch him. Why do I do this, bro? Before we fight the gym, I just want to say that all, like, the 3 Furisode, is that how I don't know that's how you pronounce it, but the 3 Furisode girls designs are some of the best random NPC designs in Pokemon. Like, what the fuck? This is the same trainer class. This is 3 different designs for the same trainer class. 1, 2, all of them are really fucking good. Like, holy shit. Anyway, let's get on to the actual most forgettable gym leader. I feel like most people don't even remember she was in the game. I don't even remember her fucking name. I won't even fib with you guys. Avalanche fucking soloed her shit. There was never even a moment where I feared losing a Pokemon or even considered switching. I can understand why now I remember that she's not a household name. I mean, come on, Talonflame is one of the freest encounters that people get, and her entire team gets absolutely fucked by a fire type. I get that Talonflame probably isn't the best fire type for this, considering he gets no good fire moves until like mid-40s. When does he get Flame Charge? It's crazy that Flame Charge is even considered a good fire move for him, because he doesn't get any like good. He has a terrible natural moveset. It's so fucking bad, but he could absolutely clear her shit. And they also give you Litleo like right out the box. He's right at the start as well. There is just too many ways to absolutely solo her shit for her to ever end up being a challenge. So I get it. They give you a fucking Lucario. That's a steel type. They just give you one. Why do they want to fucking destroy her career so bad? Everything, like, this is the game where fairy types get introduced and they just absolutely fucking smited her being. Fuck the Pokeball factory, man. I cannot believe this shit happened. Look at this. Wow, thanks, dumbass. We didn't need that shit. Fuck! What the fuck? You might be wondering, how did this go so fucking poorly? Well, it's because when I switched him in, I got hit with Bite, and then I got hit with Assurance. Do you know what Assurance does? It makes the move do double damage if the target has already taken damage on that turn. Do you even... What the fuck was Serena doing, bro? Was she just trying to get my mons killed? Why is she hitting Disarming Voice for fucking 2% on both enemies? Target one of them and kill them. If she just did that shit, this would not have happened. And I know what you're thinking, bro. Bro, you can't blame that on the fucking AI. It's your fault. No matter who I switched in there, unless I had already had somebody who was good for that matchup out front already, which I didn't, because did I have time to switch between the last grunt fight and this one? I don't remember if I did, but if I didn't, there was nothing I could have done. There was no preparation I could have gone through for that. I was just completely fucked. No matter who I switched in there, they were fucked. They were just completely fucked. And I know they only double dark type attacked into me because I had a psychic type out, but no matter who it was that came in, they were fucked. Unless they didn't attack me, unless they attacked the other guy. But other than that, they were it was just over. There was nothing I could have done. That's my fucking mascot, bro. Fucking Digger and Fox over here, but we lost the Digger half, bro. But that's the one that I'm not, so I guess it's fine. Oh, god fucking damn it. I grab a couple of encounters, a Bergmite named Table and a Pumpkaboo named Happy Noon, and then I go back into the ice cave and I beat on Mabel, hello professor, before heading to the 7th gym town to beat the brakes off Serena again. I go for Quiver Dance because I'm pretty sure Shield Dust blocks Fake Out, and then I kill Meowstic with a big old Bug Buzz. Of course, she sends out her Flareon, which, I mean, there's a reason why I have Cattywampus on the Squadular. I was also considering Filth, but Cattywampus is just better. He eats that shit and then starts going for some Ancient Powers, which, you know, are gonna eventually take Flareon down. Eventually, there goes Flareon, and then Greninja comes right out, and of course, I got people to deal with Greninja. I got hitters. I got heavy hitters. The heavy hitter being namely King Mask and his incredible flying press. Look at the damage it does, but I did take 2 Dark Pulses, so I do switch out into Spay, but man, that shit hurts, so I go into After Dusk, who does in fact eat it, while Spay could not eat that shit. And it eats 3 fucking Water Shurikens and gets this big fat W. We grab a Sucker Punch like we're Absol, because, man, it's all broken learn. Oh, speaking of Absol, now that Absol is out, I decided to finally make use of the Fur Coat ability, tanking all of Absol's hits and completely devastating Serena's entire team. What a bum. Alright, let's do this shit. What the fuck? Okay. Who's on my team? After I enter the gym, Florges learns Moonblast, and because Florges learned Moonblast, I can now evolve it without being afraid of losing out on moves. Nobody needs Solar Beam or was it Petal Dance? Nobody needs that shit. We can just get up and go. Alrighty, Olympia time. Olympia leads Sigilyph, and I lead the GOAT, Cattywampus. Cattywampus gets a Light Screen up, and I get a Stealth Rock up. Sigilyph also gets a Reflect, but then we just start going Power Gem for Psychic, and it gets really fucking scary because it looks like Cattywampus is losing. So I switch into Genius, whose Psychic won't affect, and the Light Screen wears off and I get a Night Slash. Reflect also wears off, which means that Genius is pretty much clear to use his physical attacks to absolutely demolish this Psychic gym. Now Genius is completely free to Night Slash. There we go, one Night Slash, boom, dead. Genius gets hit with a Fake Out from Meowstic and then a Shadow Ball, but it's not going to really do any damage, and he's going to come in with his amazing, incredible Night Slash, hoping for a crit. No, but it still one-shots anyway, which gives us the super duper squiggly wiggly Psychic badge, and yeah, that was one of the easier ones as well. Honestly, as the game went forward, I think the gyms, honestly, they got easier, if I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I think the Bug, Rock, and Grass gyms generally took the most preparation and difficulty to deal with, and then these three back-end gyms, being Fairy, Psychic, and Ice, were probably the easiest. Lysander pops his super duper duper evil villain plan, and it's really funny that Lysander is Elite 4 level in Johto, but is not even 8th gym level in Kalos, just a thing to think about. Anyway, I take care of his Mienfoo really fast, and then I switch on to Fall Static for his Gyarados, and damn! What the fuck? Was it a crit? What do I do about this? So Gyarados got a mean fucking crit, and now I don't have an electric type. I have 2 more fights against this Gyarados. God fucking damn it. I get over it and go into Eternal Dark, get a Fake Out into a Psychic to see if I can do enough damage to take it out just from like almost full. I super cannot, and I take another Aqua Tail, this one doing a lot less damage. So that was super duper a crit, and an incredibly unfortunate one at that. Anyway, another Aqua Tail takes me down to 1, so I switch out again, and I take a shit ton of damage again from Aqua Tail. Like, holy fuck, dude. What do I do? Anyway, eventually I just decide to use Moonblast, and I kill it right there. Ooh boy, oh boy. And then Murkrow comes out, and I'm like, oh, what, I can just stand and use Moonblast again. Boom, boom, bam. Pyro comes out, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, dude. I go out into Avalanche, and I take a fucking Fire Blast. It does a pretty decent amount of damage. And Dan get hit with a Dark Pulse, and I'm like, oh my god, I should switch. But then I realize, I'm faster. I should probably just stay in. But I still end up thinking about it. In the end, I don't switch out and just hit another Psyshock because, yes, I am faster, and it does 2-shot, so, that's another death on the board. Not good. Lysander is yapping about how I have to get into his secret laboratory and defeat his 5 secret powerful scientists. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Well, let's get on with the evil scientist thing, I guess. What the fuck? Oh! No! Dude. Say my name. Okay. My name. I'm really scared. We're gonna just go. Oh, ready? I become invisible. Oh, I got it. Wait, so none of those effects are mandatory? I might kill myself. Lysander! A terribly long time ago. What happened a terribly long time ago, big dog? Oh shit! There was a man in a Pokemon he loved that Pokemon very much. Yeah, yippee! That's the one that can Mega Evolve. I wish I could have caught a fucking Aegislash. Thanks. Fucking Eternal Dark, you piece of shit. Took part in the war. Golly, is that her? Is she using, what is that move called? I forgot. Light of Ruin. Yeah, is that her using Light of Ruin on the ops? Damn. They sent Shotty home in a box. I'm crying. Oh my god. Should we, what? They like draft mods? Is that what this is what I'm understanding, right? Jesus, that's fucked up. Hi, Baba. I'd be pissed if Baba got sent home in a box, bro. Oh my god. Machine to give it life, baby. This is Pokemon X and Y. His beloved Pokemon back. Good shit, gang. What's good, Chieftain? Hey, she was pretty useful in my Ultra Sun Randomizer Nuzlocke that I streamed on Twitch, but I don't know, I haven't done one for a while. I mean, I guess I could put the VODs on a channel or something. Too much. His rage still had not subsided. He could not forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon he loved. Okay, dude. He turned the machine into the ultimate Ningen ultimate weapon. Subarashi. Damn, Chieftain. Woo, golly, bro fired it on his home turf too. This is friendly fire. Crazy I'll learn about all this before I go and fight the 8th gym. It's like in Platinum. That shit is so funny, dog. Like X and Y in Platinum, before you even fight like the 8th gym, you learn about the fucking gods, the destruction of the multiverse or whatever, and you must face the strongest being ever. It's just like, what the fuck is happening? I'm gonna go fight Volkner after this. It's fucked up, man. No. What was his name? AZ? AZ! How could this be? This happened to you? That was you? God damn, where they got them entombed? Get the key back. Should not be used. Everything will vanish again. You want to head into the no unending pain like I have. That was you? You did that? You blew everybody up? This is AZ. He's the same name as the king that lived 3,000 years ago that promised land to my people. Follow me to my chambers. Buddy, I'm 10. 14 maybe. Maximum like 14. Maybe 12. God damn, you're tall, bro. Alright. I'll follow him to his chambers. Wherever the fuck that is. I'm fucking scared for my life, dog. Pokeballs you received and Pokemon you gathered are what they need to be. Add it all up and it means our preparations are complete. The plan in motion. I'm counting on you. What's up, Bressive? Abundant, we can activate the ultimate weapon from this room. Those ones immediate punch to change the future. Whether we do with the ultimate weapon or leave it safely underground will rest upon if you actually have this potential or not. What? Oh, hi, Baba. What's up? You my friend? Oh, ho, ho. You want first, bro? Genuinely, like, what the fuck is Lysander's plan? Like, I get it, right? No, I know his plan. I understand his plan completely. But like, what was his plan with this? He wants me to decide if I wanted to blow up the world or something? Like, buddy, of course the answer that I choose is not gonna align with you, twin. In fact, let me stop calling you twin. We are not the same. I'm nothing like y'all. He over here talking about some, my brother just another me. Having 3,000 years, we don't care. Red button and blue button. One of them is button for activating the ultimate one. I choose the blue button because this is Pokemon X. You press the blue switch. Winner, winner. Congratulations. We're still going to activate the ultimate weapon. Refuse to let the potential go to waste. You know what? Fair enough, bro. I fuck with it. So wait, you're gonna nuke everything? Are we gonna live? Like, this is simply a matter of survival. You chose to nuke Earth. Isn't that just a dumb idea, generally? This is a good fucking cutscene. What? Oh, my shit lagged a little bit. I play fucking all kinds of games, but Pokemon is the game that lags? I'm sick. My shit must be a Nintendo Switch, allegedly. I didn't experience it. What the fuck am I looking at? Open up. Fire. Oh, fuck yeah. This shit is fucking heat. This looks like some shit out of Xenoblade. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This game is so much better than Heart Gold Soul Silver. Like, that's all I can think about right now. Because this game actually gets a decent amount of hate. Yet it's this much better. It's so much better than a game that people think is like top 3 of all time. It is just ridiculous to imagine. Once the ultimate weapon is activated, I spend a admittedly pretty embarrassing amount of time trying to figure out where the fuck the entrance into the ultimate weapon base is before I'm pretty sure the game gives me a hint or something that it's up near a boulder up the top. So I go and battle the grunt, and then I eventually confront Lysander, the big boss, the big man. Oh boy. Fly in the sky, fly in the wind. Alright, we get it, Lysander. Finally bloomed above the soil. Electrifying its beauty captivating. As we speak, it draws its energy from the legendary Pokemon. Antoine, I apologize if the weapon was on Earth. Even how do you choose correctly in the lab? But conflicting egos drive this world. Things don't always go the way you want. But do not activate the ultimate weapon. Even though resources, space, and energy in this planet are limited, the number of people and Pokemon have increased to an unsustainable level. Whether it's money or energy, the ones who steal are the ones who win in this world. Alright, bro. What the fuck? Bro's a bad man, even though he's right. But that doesn't give you the right to destroy everyone but the ones Team Flare chooses. So tell me, the Mega Ring, did you share it? That's different. We competed for it, but when there is only one of something, it can't be shared. When something can't be shared, it will be fought over. And when something is fought over, some must survive without it. The only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living days. He's spitting. Oh my god. Why? Lysander. Tears? What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, dude. Bro is committing fucking super genocide on people and animals. And then he said there will be no more animals ever. Excuse. Alright, no, you're not gonna get to use that. Gyarados, I'm still gonna keep. What the fuck did he just hit me with? Iron Head. God. Filth, go. Eat that shit. Yep. Good. What does Pyro have? Dark Pulse, Hyper Voice, Fire Blast. That's bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. I don't have anything. Fuck. Fly in the sky. Fly in the wind. Okay. We could send in Tulin. Alright, Tulin. Eat that shit, Tulin. Acrobatics. Acrobatics again. Good job, Tulin. Fuck. Fuck you. 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 Oh my fucking god. Dude. What does he have? Night Slash retaliates stealing Aerial Ace? Is he gonna retaliate my shit? I could lose Filth right here. I could also lose Tulin. I think I'm gonna have to... But Spez, what I need for... I think Spa has to die for the sake of the team. Oh, he used Night Slash. Oh well, take his Bug Bust. Yeah, there he goes. That's not what I was expecting. Anyway, Tulin should be faster, right? Because Spa 136. Alright, so you should get an Acrobatics off. GG's. Alright, because I didn't know if Acrobatics would one-shot, so Spa had to go. Avalanche, you're not learning Sunny Day. God. Tomorrow they'll only end up being worse than today? I'll fucking touch you, bro. You just killed one of my Mons after saying you're gonna kill all Mons in existence. Oh my days. Here we go. Shit is... Woo! What the fuck? It's been so long since I played this game, man. Xerneas! The legendary Xerneas! That's good. Oh, that's tough. That's tough as fuck, dude. Holy shit. Scissor radiant fucking hooves, bro. So tough. You're so tough. Oh my god, Xerneas is actually so fucking good, dog. Holy fuck, dude. That's sick. I don't have anything else that I want to catch, so... I know Mewtwo is in this game and Zygarde, but like... I'm not going to play that far. I'm going to beat the game and I'm done. That's how it works. Fucking Xemnas. Alright, good shit, Xemnas. Do I want to? Nah, I'll keep him. Now they can't use the ultimate weapon. You're amazing, now Digger. Legendary Pokemon wanting to be your friend like that. Put him in a Master Ball, dog. I thought you were really a chosen one. Bacana. What the fuck is this, Lysander? So this is the mighty Xerneas? I expected more from a Pokemon called a legend. You desire help from people? You need help from a human? What's going on with that outfit? Is that really you, Lysander? Oh, whatever. Edgar already beat you. What are you doing here? For me, victory is using the ultimate weapon. In order to do that, I need to reclaim the legendary Pokemon power. Alright, dude, I don't give a fuck. Come on, Twin and them. My bro's got a ring. This shit is so fucking silly, bro. It's me, Bystander. Honestly, I shouldn't have put the way the fuck out. This shit is genuinely so fucking stupid. Alright. Time for the final Lysander fight on the surface of the sun, I guess. It's Mienshao versus After Dusk, and obviously After Dusk is going to get that big ass fucking Moonblast off, one-shotting Mienshao. Should have tried to do some damage instead of Swords Dancing, you fucking idiot. He weirdly sends Honchkrow in next instead of Gyarados as I expected, so another Moonblast just takes him right out. He also sends out Pyroar, and I'm beginning to think that he just sends out everything before he sends out Gyarados. So, even though Pyroar is a pretty good option into After Dusk, I don't know why he didn't send it out earlier. I decided my best option will be to utilize Tulin, who absolutely eats a Fire Blast and then goes for an Acrobatics, and takes a lot of damage from a Hyper Voice, but another Acrobatics will take him out. Now it's Gyarados time. I know he Mega Evolves, and he's got a really strong moveset, but he's a physical attacker, and my thought process was, that Filth, with his ability, would probably be able to take an attack from Gyarados. Gyarados Mega Evolves and goes for an Aqua Tail. Man. That wasn't a crit? That wasn't a crit? Which does a ridiculous amount of damage for not being a crit. Anything that switches in is dead. There is no way for me to get Filth out of this, so with a heavy heart and without ever changing his look, we are going to have to sack Filth for the sake of the run. Filth gets one last headbutt off, hoping for a flinch, but it's over. And also, I just realized what happened. Mold Breaker, fucking Mold Breaker, disabled Filth's ability, which meant that he took full damage instead of half from a physical attack. I didn't even think about that when this happened, bro. Holy fuck. Anyway, After Dust doesn't get taken down by an Iron Head and is faster than Gyarados, allowing another Moonblast to take Gyarados out, winning me the final battle against Lysander. I didn't even think about Mold Breaker when I first did this, bro. Even after fucking Filth died, I had no idea Mold Breaker was even a factor. I didn't know it affected that ability. Oh my god, bro. Fuck. I'm gonna kill everybody. Antoine, Sycamore Jubal, so does live forever. That's right, I should grant you eternal life. We've endlessly waiting for a beautiful world to finally be built. It is not that bad, Twin. I might have stayed. Whoa. Comes back down. What is this shit? I would have stayed, personally. Okay, I would have died. Fuck. He's not granting anyone eternal anything. He's fucking dead! Bersky genuinely just killed himself. Over what, dog? So glad you're all safe. We respect the courage and kindness all of you showed. Thank you, we're all fine. You guys all okay, Tierno? You know who's not okay, you fucking piece of shit? Filth. My goat. I'm lying. He wasn't my goat. I actually did fuck with him. Fuck you guys. Look at that, I want to beat you in battle. It's your rival. I really mean it. You're not going to, fucking ass. Hi, AZ. How the fuck did you leave? A long time ago. A very long time ago. You are big as shit. The Pokemon Great Eternal Life learned this. There was an eternal Pokemon left the man inside. The man was surprised and sad. He had revived it so they could be together. Day after day passed. Jesus. Goofy ass Sycamore is in this fucking town talking about how Hitler was his boyfriend or something. I don't really give a fuck. We're just here to wash him up like we did last time. Look at him. He still has his dumbass Kanto trio. He thinks he's fucking Professor Oak. What if I ran up on bro with fucking Flash Fire, Water Absorbent Sap Sipper, big dog? There's nothing he could have done about it. Alright, just get this fucking bum off my screen. We're gonna fight the fucking triple bum combo after this as well. Like, oh my days. We're just gonna speed through all that. Even though the triple bum combo was honestly harder than any fight Silver ever put up. So, we could talk about them, but I think it'd be better if we just speed through their fight. Especially because I find sped up audio really funny. No, but of course. She's asking about adding me the entire fucking game except for one time to start. Hi, bro. Charm. Oh, wait, it doesn't keep going. Yeah. That's right. You fucking fraud bum. Aqua Cord Town? When was it the first town in the game? You told me that's the last time? He's like, oh man, it's just like we fought the first time. Like, dog. When was the last time I fought you, Twin? Our Tierno's playing the same, so it's good. Back shit. Back shit again. That's scary. Going after dusk. Got another blast. Magic room, get that shit out of my face. What do you do? Don't you whole thing with one grass type move? I'm gonna go back up to him. Eat that shit, flame body. In his face. In his face again. Alright, bro. Bro, why are their teams designed to be so fucking annoying? Geosyn's telling me to think. You're not even dancing, that's for sure. I'm a fucking bum. Whatever. Here, no. It's gonna be us to understand. Hearts and minds, other battle. Oh, thanks, bro. Fuck. Why are you healing if we fought me? Fucking God, Trevor's my favorite. Okay, Edward, you look fucking disgusting, big man. Right, the chew? You got the chew on your team? Hey, good shit, man. Alright. What does he have? What's he running? Thunderbolt, Nuzzle. He also paralyzed me. What's the rest of his team? Eric Dackle, Morgus. Okay. I think I'm going to start. That's psychic. Psychic. Obviously, you would come out. Anything for you? Like toxic. You ever You don't. Oh, come here, big dog. Come here, yeah. No. That's what, yeah, this looks like on my side, big dog. I'm eating that shit. Alright. Dogs. He's so spikes. He's taking up with him. Dude, for fuck's sake, stop hitting yourself. Why is it so effective in this game? Like 3 times in a row. God. I don't need to moves. I was gonna avalanche, can't hurt me. Good turns up. Yeah, there's no damage. This is back and forth. Alright. Thank you and good night. Yeah, good job, everybody. Good job, Sunday Sin. Good job, you too. Wait, the Jordan meme. I'm not gonna feel bad about it. There's still so much I don't know. I just not have what it takes. Like, we play sad music for fucking Trevor, bro. I don't think I heard you worry about being strong. I've already seen a lot more than you used to be. You're on a journey. I think it's that what you learned from me, you feel Pokemon. Plus, you're friends. I haven't. Oh, this is a slow down version of Friends team. I actually really like the Friends team. It's great. Sounds great. But I don't give a fuck about Trevor. I've seen him like 4 times. Fuck him. Actually, I like him more than the other two. Like, she said friends are friends. You're like, indeed. Piss, picture shitting me. There's 10 to be seeing you. Y'all all do the gyms this way. I'm so glad I went on a journey. It's a great friends. Makes my chest when we left. I was able to make places. A lot of people making more memories. I think it is from us. Thank you. I don't have a physical water type. I don't really water type at all. You should give me Rock Smash and Waterfall, so I can go pick up what's his name. Whatever. I need Binacle. I head back to that fossil town to go pick up a Binacle, but I only picked him up because he can use Waterfall. But turns out Binacle doesn't learn Waterfall, and neither does Barbaracle. It's something you need to evolve to learn it. Neither of them learn it, and it's like, why? You Game Freak, you keep making fucking physical water types, and we just don't have anything for it, bro. We've got nothing. And the things we do have, you don't put in the fucking learn set. Waterfall is like top 3 physical water move, up there with Aqua Jet and Liquidation. But this motherfucker only gets Razor Shell? Fucking Razor Shell. Are we dead ass? Turn the fucking game on. He doesn't even get rock type moves either. Like, he generally has to wait so long to get rock type moves, and it's fucking Stone Edge at like level 60. What? I was gonna bring him into the ice gym, but I can't even bring him to the ice gym because he didn't have any fucking rock type moves. That's what TMs are for, but oh my god. Just give them a viable fucking moveset, please. I could go pick up a Stone Edge TM somewhere, like I picked up the Thunderwave TM for the fucking keys, but I don't want to have to do that for everything. Why do I need to use TMs to put together a fucking playthrough moveset? Whatever. I'm talking like I even need more than one Pokemon for the fucking ice gym. Just play the clip, bro. It's not long. It's not long, bro. He's done for. He's a bum. He's a fucking bum. He's a loser. I like Wolfric, but he's a bum. That's how it should be. I fucking love Wolfric. What the fuck? Hey man, he knows how it feels to use ice types. Depending on what you do, I'm your most challenging trainer yet, or I'm a fucking bitch. I know what you brought, Tony. Look at what I brought. Sorry, God. GG's alright. GG's, bro. Impressive. I chose the fire starter. And this region is fucking packed with fire types. Like, too many, honestly. Well, yeah, ice beam. I got me. I'm the stubborn old man. That's actually lit as fuck, Wolfric. That's actually tough, bro. Why is this shit so hard? Why is this game so hard? Not even in a difficulty sense. It's just tough as fuck, like all the way through. Thanks, bro. What's up, Wolfric? Oh right, I have all the gym. I just need to mark that down. Pokémon League. You're right, big dog. Thanks, Wolfric.
That is pretty sick. That is pretty sick. Is it a teleporter? Or... Oh, what the fuck?
This is quite lit.
Y'all do this for everybody that come around? Oh, fuck yeah. Is there a staircase? Oh my dick is so hard right now.
This is another game where I have to mention Victory Road because the last rival fight is on it, but we're gonna have to, do all that. But listen to what she says about Team Flare and the whole fucking plot before we even get into this fucking fight, dog. Like, what is she talking about?
I've been thinking ever since all that trouble in Geosynch. My standard chose only Team Flare. You and I chose everyone but Team Flare. But since our positions forced our hands, you can't really say any of us were right.
What? 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 No, all that's cool and all, but like, she really just said, I mean, like, we fought Hitler and we beat Hitler, but like, what if Hitler was right? So I'm just gonna be in between. Johnny said, I killed Hitler, now I'm a centrist. I'm crying. What happened? That is actually so fucking funny. I didn't, oh. That was actually incredibly humorous. Shoddy is actually just fucking yapping. I'm definitely going right into after dusk, right? Yeah, no, I eat those. I go into Tyrantrum right now, what happens? Plug it. Roar! Eat this shit. I'll come eat it. Good shit. Alright, how much an earthquake can I do? Alright, we got it. Go on the table. Eat that shit. Avalanche. Absol. I think we'll be fine if we just Lanch. Maybe I should have recovered. Maybe that Lanch. Alright, GG's. Bro. I like, listen, you're a much harder challenge than Silver. My god, what was that statement she made, bro? We didn't murder everyone on Team Flare. Right? Like you and I are alike. That's why I didn't want to lose to you. But I think the reason we're so alike is because we have so many things in common. I'm really happy that we're friends, headass. She's just saying that because she could have been the protagonist in another life. Pretty cool fight and all that, but like, what is she talking about? Talking about some Lysander chose Team Flare and we chose everyone but Team Flare. Our plan was never to go in there and murder Team Flare and every animal that ever fucking existed. You know what I mean? And we didn't even kill anyone on Team Flare. Anybody who died on Team Flare died because Lysander shot the fucking weapon at its own headquarters. What? What is she even talking about? There is nothing to split down the middle there. There is no compromise. Alright? I get it. I love compromise. I'm also a very fucking split guy. I prefer when many people can be happy. But that was not a situation where you can make the most amount of people happy. And there was a very clear, correct decision there. It's like there's no moral ambiguity between murdering everyone and every animal that's ever lived and keeping everyone alive and stopping a violent criminal organization. You know what I mean? Like, it's just fucking ridiculous. I don't know, man. It's just... Ignore that guy back there ranting about the lessons in morality from a children's game that shouldn't be looked at too deeply and simply is trying to say that life would be better if everyone tried to help each other. That's probably what the main lesson was there, right? Maybe. I couldn't parse it because she was spouting fucking bullshit, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna go and fight the Elite Four, starting with Malva. Malva has her cool little title card, but honestly, I'm just here to fucking destroy her shit. I lead Tyrantrum, and you know how this goes, but I got Earthquake and Rock Slide on my shit. One Hyper Voice does a ridiculous amount of damage to Pyroar because its ability is likely Rivalry, and it's a female Pyroar, and my Tyrantrum is female, so of course Rivalry is gonna boost the number of damage it does, I guess. But we one-shot it back. Torkoal also gets fucking destroyed, and it goes for Curse, which is not going to help it. And since its defense got risen, it didn't even get to get a second potion. Now Chandelure comes out, I'm a little scared, but I don't really care. I go for a Rock Slide, and it cooks it. And I get hit with a Brave Bird, but another Rock Slide cooks it as well. GG's, that's the end of Malva. We sped right through her shit. Most of these Elite Fours are getting sped right through because they're really not that threatening, except for maybe Seabold. My team is not equipped and has never been equipped to handle water types very well, so he'll probably be the only real challenge within the Elite Four. Next up in my Elite Four run, I will be taking on Drasna. She's usually the one that a lot of people save for last because Dragon type is intimidating and it should be the last one you fight and all that, but honestly, my team is very well suited to absolutely destroy everything that Drasna stands for. God, she is bad as fuck. Anyway. Let me stop that. She leaves Dragalge and I lead Tyrantrum, and you know where this is going, bro. Either Earthquake or Dragon Claw, either can get the job done, but Earthquake has a lot less PP now, considering I just fucking spent all of it absolutely destroying everything that Malva lives for and is trained for her entire life. And the same will be happening to Drazney here with the power of Dragon Claw. Dragalge goes down to 1 and Tyrantrum goes to level 69. Nice, W, Tyrantrum. I should probably make a 6-7 joke, huh? Well, when it happens. Altaria comes out next, and I could either use Rock Slide or Dragon Claw, but I try to be like, ooh, I could use Table. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Eventually, I decide that sending in After Dusk is probably the best decision, as Altaria goes for Cotton Guard, and that's not going to help Altaria at all, as a Moonblast will absolutely destroy everything that it lives for, and there it goes, GG's. Drazna sends out Noivern, and that's just yet another bum. I mean, come on, bro. That's just fucking meat for the soup, bro. Let's keep it as... Just kidding, an Air Slash is literally nothing. I was begging for it not to flinch, but, you know, Noivern doesn't have fucking Serene Grace. This isn't fucking Togekiss we're dealing with. This is meat for the soup, bro. Last out is Drudagon, who, I mean, come on, man. This is also just meat for the soup. You're not living a Moonblast, buddy. Just let it ride. Let it ride. Meat for the stew, the lot of them, bro. It's my beef stew, but I'm using dragon. I love me some beef stew, bro. I was cooking some beef stew the other day, and like I ran out of tinfoil, so I couldn't cover it up when I put it in the oven. So I had to use make stovetop beef stew, and I was like, man, that's not great. What the fuck? I prefer oven top beef stew. It's basically that she has like some special interaction when you walk away. Like, what was she expecting? You to stand there with her for a little bit? Like, like what? You know what I mean? Like, of course I'm gonna walk away. I'm trying to beat the Elite Four. What is even happening here? Next up is the Steel type Elite Four, Wilkstrom. Look at his amazing introductory sequence. Holy baloney. And he's also the only one that as you approach, he comes down to meet you face to face instead of you climbing the stairs to meet him in his throne. Amazing knightly behavior. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Wilkstrom boosts the Kalos Elite Four up a lot for me. I really like this guy. While I was recording this, my brother came into this very room that I was recording in and started yapping to me about who the fuck is this guy. He has stupid fucking hair and he's a bum and he's no one's favorite character. And I was like, damn, bro, why did you say all that shit? I was literally just thinking about how he's my favorite member of this fucking Elite Four, and he probably pushes it up to a way higher position than it would be. Actually, well, I wouldn't say he pushes it up way higher than it otherwise would be. I still prefer the design of these Elite Fours over a lot of other Elite Fours. But man, why did he even need to say all that? What a dick, am I right? Anyway. I think on the Clef Key, and of course Probopass comes out. Now Probopass is a 50-50 here. He's either going to use fucking Power Gem or Earth Power, so I gotta really think about it. Do I want to set down Talonflame to try to dodge the Earth Power? That's a really stupid idea because Talonflame cannot do any damage to this guy. Or do I just send out Florges to use her superior special defense capabilities to try to deal with Probopass? However, he also knows a Steel type move, so maybe Florges could probably get fucked up a little bit. We'll have to figure it out as we go along. Here we go. Eventually, I decide that Florges is the best bet as she comes out and, you know, takes a nice hit. I picked up the Energy Ball TM a little bit earlier, so Energy Ball gets a nice big hit on Probopass, doing a pretty decent amount of damage. Sadly, it was a crit, so that's really scary, and a Flash Cannon does way less than I thought it would. As long as it doesn't crit, or as long as that wasn't the lowest roll ever, we will be fine. I go for another Energy Ball and get another decent chunk of damage, and I'm like, okay, another Flash Cannon's gonna hurt a little bit, but we can win this. If I switch out right now into something that resists Flash Cannon, I just win. That being said, the ever-helpful Avalanche is sitting right there. The ever-helpful Avalanche comes out of his Pokeball and absolutely eats an incoming Flash Cannon. Very nice. And now a quick little Fire Blast should do him in. With Probopass defeated, his next Pokemon is Scizor, who stands absolutely no chance against Avalanche. This is the most use a fire move on me Pokemon fucking ever, bro. Like, holy shit. He didn't even try to bullet punch me. He knew it was over. Why did you even come out of the ball, bro? Just hide. Aegislash comes out, and I actually get a little bit scared of this one because I'm like, oh boy, a Ghost type move could really fuck my shit up here.
Might have to switch out.
While I'm considering what I should probably do about this, I decided the best decision would be to get a Wisp off, as if I'm faster and he had a Wisp off, then, you know, I can stop some damage from coming to me. King Shield goes up, and I'm quite surprised that Wisp goes through King Shield. I guess it doesn't block status moves, it's no Protect. And he doesn't go for another one because he just did one, and I'm faster, so we get a clean little one-shot. I guess I was scared for no reason. That's Wilkstrom. All these Elite Four members only have 4 Pokemon, which I actually do like, because the Johto Elite Four I criticize heavily all the time. I fucking hate them so much. But I criticize them for having 5 Pokemon, all in the levels 40s. And the reason I did so was, you're the Elite Four. You are the strongest Pokemon. Oh, you can sit in this guy's chair. It's pretty cool. You are the strongest Pokemon trainers in the region. You have your own fucking league. You either have 6 Pokemon because you're the strongest, or you have 4 Pokemon because it's thematic. You fucking idiots. What kind of Elite Four has 5 fucking Pokemon? That is so shit. I enter into Seabold's Elite Four room, which is far and away my favorite Elite Four room in this region. Look at this shit. This is so fucking cool. And it's also like the coolest one in Smash Bros. Too. Fade to white. Give it a second. My computer's a little slow. That's just amazing. I love that shit so fucking much. Seabold is pretty strange. He asks some weird ass question about Pokemon battling being art, and then he talks about food being art as well. And it's like, so he's a chef. It is France, and we do have yet to see a chef, so I guess it makes sense that he's one of the Elite Four, but it's kind of weird seeing this guy and thinking chef. Even when I see his art, I don't look at him and think chef. I look at him and think, I don't know, aristocrat? He's very rich looking. You know what I mean? Anyway, Seabold is going to be my hardest challenge yet, because this challenge has, like, no fucking Pokemon that's good against water. Water is, like, the strongest shit in this challenge run. That's why I taught After Dusk Energy Ball and gave her the Grass Plate, as well as teaching Eternal Dark Thunderbolt and giving her the Zap Plate. One Energy Ball immediately puts the kibosh on Clawitzer. Kind of. It actually only does most of his health, and I pray a Water Pulse doesn't get the confusion, which it doesn't. So we're basically guaranteed a victory here, as he's going to waste his healing items on Clawitzer to try and, you know, sustain its life a little bit. But he doesn't have them for his other Pokemon now, which is very helpful because Clawitzer is much less of a threat than, say, Gyarados. Clawitzer goes down after like 3 more energy balls, do some heals, and he obviously is going to send out Gyarados next, as it's his strongest Pokemon, by far and away his strongest Pokemon, good lord. I set up a wish to be passed to the next Pokemon that comes in, and we all know who's coming in next. I just explained it. That's right, it's Endless Dark with a Zap Plate. Now these Dragon Dances are a little scary, but 1 T-Bolt should be enough to take him down. See, he just went for another D-Dance, which he really didn't need to do. 2 D-Dances on Dose is more than enough to fuck my entire team into the gutter. Like, he did not need to do that. This could have been the most overrun of all time. Next out is Barbaracle, and I needed to do some swift calculations for this, honestly. I didn't know if Barbaracle's X-Scissor could one-shot my Endless Dark, and I didn't know if my Thunderbolt could one-shot Barbaracle. After doing the calcs, I found that both of us 2-shot each other, but I'm faster. So, I went for that shit. Seabold's last Pokemon is Starmie, and I could stay on an Endless Dark and try to get a T-Bolt off, but that's a ridiculous decision because he's already low, so I might as well set up a Wish with After Dusk and start Energy Balling. He set up a Light Screen earlier, which kind of makes this a little harder than it should be, but it didn't help him at all. He's quite frail, and we take the W. Alright, and there goes Seabold. Yet another W claimed. Leaving Seabold's room, I come to find that doors once closed are now opened, leading to a path of radiance. Yes, it's time to face the champion. Taking the slow elevator up to the Radiant Chamber, I think about who died to get us here. Digger, Speh, Filth, and yes, even you, Fall Static. You were all integral members of the party for your time, except for maybe Fall Static. But hey, you know, they got us here, I guess. I mean, Fall Static did get me out of that one bind with the Greninja. Not the Greninja, the Frogadier. He didn't last long enough, or she, I would never misgender my own Pokemon. She didn't last long enough to even make it to a Greninja, so it's sad. Speaking of didn't last long enough, hi Diantha. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people call Diantha the weakest champion, but that title has to go to Lance. Unless you just don't consider him a champion, which I guess he is that shit that you could probably do so. You know, most people don't think the game ends till Kanto anyway, even though that is literally the post-game. Whatever. I'm here with Endless Dark versus Hawlucha, and I decided that just a flat, quick little Psychic will be enough to deal with Hawlucha's bitch ass. And there goes Hawlucha. Well, things are going fucking so well so far. You might as well call this a super sweep. A super sweep off of one Pokemon? Isn't that a little preemptive, Digger? No. Gourgeist comes out, and I click my ass on that Shadow Ball. Well, Gourgeist simply uses Trick or Treat, turning me into a Ghost type, which is a bit silly as I was already weak to its Ghost type moves, so this didn't matter. All it did was make Shadow Ball stab, which means I can get an even harder hit. But I don't really need it because it already did way over half without being stabbed in the first place, so whatever. Endless Dark is a Ghost type now, but that doesn't help her against Tyrantrum, so it'd probably be best to switch. I look at who I have in the back, and I think either Tyrantrum, After Dusk, or Table would be the best option here. I don't really remember what I picked, but I'm pretty sure it was Table. I switched Table into a weak Crunch, which, I mean, it would probably be pretty strong on anyone else considering the Strong Jaw ability. It hits Table with a strong-ass head smash, but an Avalanche is enough to do the job, because look at all that fucking recoil. Bro, Table is so fucking tanky. Her girth and tonnage allowed her to get all that recoil on that big old bum and hit a Lanch. Now here comes Goodra, and I think to myself, can Table land a Lanch? Can Table recover? What can Table do here? And honestly, I think it's over for Table. Goodra hits a Focus Blast, and Table is done for. Honestly, it was probably very avoidable. I could have switched into After Dusk there because, you know, it's After Dusk. She would have absolutely devoured that Focus Blast. She is a special defense demon and a fairy type. Her entire job is to beat dragons, and Table was doing it for her. Now Table has paid the price. Table... Poor Table, bro. After Dusk is going to start using Moonblasts on Goodra, and there's a reason I want to Table out on Goodra. It's this. Goodra has no stats except for special defense. And I know what you're thinking. Goodra has no stats. Goodra is a pseudo-legendary. Goodra's a bitch. Okay? Goodra is a fucking bum. There's a reason I didn't bring that Goomy with me. I already got a special defense demon on my team, and her name is After Dusk. I don't need fucking Slime Shower. The fuck? Aurorus comes out, and I get a little scared for like the second or third time this fight. I know Aurorus is able to put down light screens and reflects, and I have no real way to take down Aurorus incredibly quickly with what's out right now, and I don't really feel like switching. So we're at a bit of a bind. After running some calcs, I decided the Energy Ball is probably the best decision, and it does a pretty good amount of damage as she just goes for a Reflect, which only increases physical defense. Or, that's a man. He just goes for a Reflect, which only increases physical defense. I apologize, gentle sir, you're very beautiful. Anyway, Reflect only increases physical defense, but I thought it was a light screen when I was playing the game, so I got a little scared and set up a Wish, even though I could have totally just fucking punted this guy in the throat real quick. He goes for a Blizzard, but doesn't do anything, so I guess the Wish wasn't a misplay. Why am I trying to stall this shit out? I go for a Moonblast to save some PP on Energy Ball because I need it for the Gardevoir, and now it's time. Special Defense Demon versus Special Attack Demon, bro. Here we go. Gardevoir reacts to the Gardevoirite, Mega Evolving into Mega Gardevoir. Quite nice. And I don't do any of that because none of my Pokemon have the capabilities of Mega Evolving. Fucking Christ. Did any of them ever gain it? I think only Delphox got one. Man, that is really sad. These Moonblasts and Energy Balls are doing a very similar amount of damage, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm probably gonna get fucking cooked here. But my Special Defense Demon can totally last against this Special Attack Menace. No, she can't. The best defense is good attack. Alright, I'm gonna say that here first. Look at how much that did on my Special Defense Demon. I don't think she can live another one. So this Wish is for whoever the fuck else comes out after her. That is for sure. 4 and 7 years ago. My poor fucking After Dusk. There she goes. Aww. Anyway, Tulin is absolutely going to fucking destroy this Gardevoir with his new power of Steel Wing. Yes, he got it on Victory Road. I didn't mention it because it was on Victory Road. That is the end of the game. Oh my days. A stunning victory of amazing proportions. I am now the Kalos League champion. And we're going to talk about what that means during the credits, I guess. Well, not what that means, because that's fucking stupid. What am I even talking about? We're going to talk about the game in the credits. That's what we're going to talk about. Not what the Kalos League champion means. What the fuck are you... Bro, turn this fucking mic off. Let a couple days ago Digger do all the talking, bro. I'm tired of this shit. I've been yapping for a solid, like, 12 minutes. Oh, the Elite Four and Champion were all recorded in the same recording session, bro. Like, golly. And I don't mean the game. I mean, like, this yap sesh was all one recording.
God, how tall is this fucking building, and what's supporting this elevator? Table. Endless Dark. What's good, twin? Avalanche, if you will. Tulin. After Dusk. I didn't get to name Tyrantrum. And Table. What a team. League champion, baby. Damn. Crowds of people gathered in Lumio City to celebrate the 5 defenders of the Kalos region, able to cheer for his new champion, Antoine. 5 defenders? Dude. I'm gonna... Are they PNGs? Is this Danganronpa? No, they're literally PNGs. They deserve to be PNGs, though. No, I guess... Is Serena not a PNG? She kind of looks PNG. Oh, never mind. What an amazing turnout. All these people are here to celebrate your achievements. It's me, Professor Sycamore. I'd like to present you with the honor of Kalos for the bravery you showed against Team Flint. I'm a military hero? I'm so proud of you all. On behalf of the entire Kalos region, I'd like to say... Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, Bresson. See, I'm the only one posing? That's because I'm the GOAT. All these other guys are PNGs. Oh shit, a non-PNG character? Battle with me. I don't want to? Okay, I guess I will. Holy fuck. I want to know what a trainer is. Do you have Pokemon? Like, be so for real. Do you have Mons? Oh, fuck. AZ, bro, please don't slime me out. I thought it was over. That's why I let my Mons die. Torkoal? Bro, hop off. Endless Dark is still alive. Who all died in the final? It was... Table? Right, hold on. I gotta check the footage. Let me watch the footage back. It was Table and Dusk. I didn't remember it being Table and Dusk because I couldn't imagine Dusk losing. Get up to do no damage. We'll just psychic it up. Oh, he ate that shit. Burn's not that serious for me. Golurk is actually terrifying. What? What? No, 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 no. Alright, all I'm gonna have to do is just hope and pray. Shadow Ball. It was foolish of me. Phantom Force. I don't have anybody to eat that. I think Endless Dark has to go.
It's so sad to have to say goodbye after everything that just happened, but goodbye. Endless Dark. No.
This battle doesn't count. This battle doesn't count, bro. That would be too sad. Made it all the way just for that? That'd be too sad. This battle doesn't count. What was the last model Citadel? You ate that? Alright, well, GG's. Yeah, this one doesn't count, bro. Alright, what is like a really old grunt. Thank you very much for battling with me. Now I finally feel free. Free from the part of me murder and sorrow. The part of me that built the ultimate weapon.
This shit is fucking beautiful, bro. Oh my god. I genuinely...
Throw it. It's been 3,000 years.
Beautiful. This Pokemon was waiting all this time. Damn, you talk a lot. Waiting for him to return to the man he was. The man who loved Pokemon with all his heart. He thinks he's me, bro. Why did your mouth not stop moving once? I swear to God there was a gap in the sentence. Just fade out to fucking PNG land. Nah, this game is great.
This is so much better than Heart Gold Soul Silver, bro. Holy fuck. I don't know how some people are so delusional.
So, how was it? Video-wise, this one was a lot more experimental, I guess, because I didn't add any background music in editing or in any of that, and I put in a lot more of the original, video with the original audio. And I don't know if you guys like that more or less. If you've noticed, every single time I did one of these, I kind of changed it up. The first one was 3 separate videos in my usual style. The second one was my usual style, and this one is a bit of a different take on all that. Let me know how you feel about it. I think it was alright. Now, when it comes to my feelings on Pokemon X and Y as games, I did not remember them being as enjoyable as they ended up being. I will be completely honest with you. I enjoyed the fuck out of this game. Even when compared to Platinum, I could say that this is a really solid Pokemon game. It is really good. Like, weirdly so. I did not expect it to be this enjoyable. Because when I think of X and Y, I usually think of a pretty mediocre Pokemon game. especially with a lot of the gyms and a lot of fights, and I thought it was probably going to be the easiest one that I had to go through. This is the one where I thought I would lose, like, the most, if I'm being honest with you. When I got to, like, the, even just in a couple of gyms and at the end near the champion, I really thought I could lose. You know what I mean? I never thought I could lose in any of the other ones, especially in Platinum. Platinum was actually no, Johto was the easiest by far. I never thought I would lose at any point except for maybe against Lance when I got a little unlucky with some misses and paralysis and shit. Other than that, there was never really a moment in Johto where I felt any amount of difficulty, especially even at Red. And in Platinum, I rarely felt difficulty. The only spot in Platinum where it was really that hard was Candace? Yeah, Candace. In this, pretty much every gym leader posed some type of unique challenge. Also in Platinum, also, what was her name? Ghost type gym leader. In this, every gym leader posed a certain unique challenge, except for the Fairy type one and the Ice type one. But other than that, they all posed some form of unique challenge where I thought I would really lose something. Same thing with the rivals. The rivals in this game, despite the fact that they are so spread out and thus feel weaker, were more intimidating and difficult than Berry and Silver. That's just how it is. And it might just be because of the selection of Pokemon I had to go from. Maybe the Gen 6 Pokemon aren't that good in Gen 6, which makes a lot of sense considering I don't have a lot of variety or anything like that, but it was pretty good. The music was really good. I really like the music in this game. You guys aren't going to be hearing any of it, sadly, but I think it is a pretty high tier soundtrack when compared to, say, Johto. Maybe a little lower than Sinnoh, but it is a good soundtrack either way. The writing in this game, when it comes to like the villain story and the rivals and the friends stories and all that, on the friends side it's pretty weak, and on the rival side it's a little ridiculous, but on the villain side I actually enjoy it, you know? A lot of people seem to mistake Lysander for being a twist villain. He is not a twist villain. There is no twist. You know he's a villain from the start. The characters don't know he's a villain. He is not a twist villain. He has a secret identity. It's like knowing that Norman Osborn is Green Goblin when you watch Spider-Man. The characters don't know that, but you do. You know what I mean? Like, there's no twist here. His literal first sentence is a "this world is imperfect" speech, bro. He is a villain. They want you to see him as a villain. I feel like I already had this rant in the video, but it's a misconception that a lot of people get on, and it's like, no, dude, that is not a twist villain. I think the moral lesson they try to teach through the game is really conveyed, honestly, horribly, especially with the way the rival talks about it, and I think AZ is a pretty great character. The underlying lore within this game is probably better than most other Pokemon games' underlying lore when it comes to their plot and all that. I just think this one was really good. That's all I gotta say. Glowing reviews from me. This is honestly maybe the best one that I've played so far. Maybe a little underneath Platinum. I would definitely say X and Y has broken into top 5 Pokemon games. What am I thinking for top 5? I'm definitely thinking Black 2, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, Platinum, Oraz? Yeah, Oraz. And then spot 5 could go to definitely nothing in Johto. Kanto's pretty fucking boring. Hoenn's already up there, and Oraz is just better than Emerald, and everything on that list was better than Emerald. Gen 4 is shit other than Platinum. Really, the only thing it could go to is X and Y, so yeah. That's my top 5 Pokemon games right there. I guess I could put Black and White on that list, but I already put Black 2 on that list, so it pretty much puts Unova on the list already, and Black and White 2 is just better Black and White, so I don't know. I actually do like the original Black and White more than the sequel, but it's an objectively better game. I am just fucking yapping at this point, so make sure to subscribe. Tell me in the comments if you enjoyed the new editing style, or if you want me to go back to the old one, or if you just hate it altogether and you think I should fucking completely overhaul what I'm doing. is time consuming. I don't have an editor and I'm just some guy. I fucking got college and shit to do. You know, we'll see. Even if you do tell me to completely overhaul my entire editing style, I'm probably not going to fucking listen to you, because this is one of the less time consuming ways that I can do this. So, so.